told me sweet lies, sweet love. He told me sweet lies, sweet love.
Today is the look from Partition. Partition have a lot of looks. They have a lot of fun looks. But the look that we'll be doing today is the look in the very beginning when she's sitting at the table. To me, it reminds me of like a sexy librarian look. So she has a smoked out eye with a very, very red lip. We want to try to create that balance. So, for a smudgy eye, everybody does things differently. What I'm going to do is take a black eye pencil from NYX, and where we have our eyes lined already, I'm going to go back over that with this black pencil. And that's just going to add a little bit more depth. So when I go over it with the powder foundation. Using the jumbo pencil is that you kind of have to have it sharpened really well, or you'll make some boo-boos. Like I got it down in the corner and under here too much, but we'll just go back and clean that up before we finish. Next, I'm gonna take a smudge brush and I'm gonna smudge this in. And the reason behind going back over the line that we already created with the jumbo eye pencil is, like I said, to add more depth and dimension to her eye. So next, what I'm gonna do, when I do a smoky eye, I still like to leave a little brightness in at least one part of the eye. So I'm going to take a silver pencil by NYX. It's called Pots and Pans. And I'm going to just dab a little of it in the center of her eyelid, just so that it can reflect a little light. Because I don't want to black her entire eye out. If you have oily eyelids, I would go back and set these pencils in with a powder. So after I place that in the center of her eyes, I'm going to take a blending brush and I'm going to just blend everything out. I forgot to do one thing, but it's not too late. I'm going to take the black NYX pencil again. I'm going to have Dawn open her eyes. And with the pencil, I'm going to go in her crease area. and put the pencil in there, because just like when we did it across the lash line, when we do it in her crease, it's going to add dimension as well. Open her. You want to get like right where that bone is, so you can feel your brow bone. You get in right under there. That's the crease of the eye. So after we set the crease with a pencil, I'm taking another blending brush, but this blending brush kind of goes on an angle and it gets like up in a crease really good. And I'm blending that in. And after I do that, I'm going to take a black eyeshadow, just a pure straight black eyeshadow. And everywhere we had black, that's why I'm going to add. I want most of the darkness to come to the outer corner of her eye, so that's why I'm going to focus it. Whatever extra product I have on the brush after, I'll just blend it into the inner corner of her eye. I like to do like one part of the eye and move to the other part, just because it helps me to maintain my balance and consistency in the look that I'm giving. Some people like to complete one eye and then do the other. It's all up to you. I'm going to take a flat eyeshadow brush, and then I place a little black on that. And then I'm going to just dab it over her lid. I'm not going to dab it too much in the center, because I still want to keep that lightness in the center. Because remember, light colors open the eyes, dark colors recedes or closes the eyes. So I still want to create some type of brightness or lightness when I'm doing the wand's eyes, which is why I put the silver in the middle of her lid so it can reflect the light. So I don't want to go and cover all of that up. I want to leave it a little bright. Just take a regular blending brush and kind of blend everything in. So one eye is definitely darker than the other one. This eye is darker than this eye. So instead of trying to take away from this eye, I'm just going to add a little bit more darkness to this eye. So I'm going to take some more black eyeshadow and go back in the crease. Put it. Go in the corner with it. So, oh, the light color, I'm not going to take a silver. I'm going to take a color that's kind of off black. And I'm going to just place it over the center of her lid. And to kind of break the darkness up a little in the corners, I'm going to take, instead of using black, I'm going to take a brown and go over it. And I definitely think it's dark enough, but I want to clean it up. It's not sharp enough for me. It's dark enough, but it's not sharp enough. Usually, so the black won't drop, you could put some finishing powder right under her eye so that it could catch everything that falls. I just didn't think to do it. I'm gonna take another angle brush and I'm gonna go over her eye with a gel liner this time. And I'm gonna place it as an eyeliner on her eye. Alright, so we went with the gel liner and put it on Dewan's top lid and bottom lid. And I already blended it in on this eye. So I'm going to go to her left eye and blend it in with the with the Dome smudge brush. So I went ahead and put concealer under Dewan's eyes to kind of clean up the mess that I made when I was putting her eyeshadow on under her eyes. I'm going to go with the Beauty Blender and blend everything in. Remember, you could go under with your fingers as well. But just when you're using dark colors, just make sure it's not on your fingers. Because if you go under your eye and you're blending in your concealer with your finger and you have black on your eye, black eyeshadow on your finger, it could get into your concealer and then it could make under your eye dark. And that's what we don't want to happen. Okay. Go back with a blending brush and still kind of blend over everything because I want soft lines. I don't want hard edges. And another key is smoky eyes don't have to be black. Smoky eyes could be purple, smoky eyes could be brown. The key when doing a smoky eye is just to always if you want a neutral smoky eye, like I'll put a flesh tone color on my eyelid and then I would go in a corner with a dark brown, like you know how we create the V in a corner. I go in a corner in the crease with a dark brown and with a black and blend that in really well. And that's also another form of creating a smoky eye with different color palettes. When you want to do it with different color palettes, though, you need to make sure that they're contrasting colors. So if you want to do a purple smoky eye, you want to color like a lilac maybe on the lid and then a deep violet in the crease. You gotta make sure that they contrast so that you could see the definition and everything in the eye. I'm gonna go ahead and while we put more concealer, I'm going to go in with a finishing powder and just dab under Dewan's eye so that it won't crease up. And Dewan already had mascara on, but you could go back and add another coat if you want. Remember with mascara, you want to apply it from the root to the base and you want to wiggle. You want to wiggle it up. The last thing for her eyes, and we're going to do her eyebrows. No, that was the wrong side of the comb. Oops. Okay, so I've been telling everybody that I have a joke for the camera today. but they haven't heard it yet, so it's a surprise to everybody. It goes, what did one makeup brush say to the other? You know the answer?
No.
Let's make up. I know it's corny, but it's funny. It's funny. It was cute.
Of course.
Get it? Let's make up. No? Okay. It's like a joke that somebody will submit to Laffy Taffy, so that they could put it on the back of the wrapper. I might go and submit that joke actually. So with her eyebrows, I'm taking a pencil, and underneath her eyebrows, I'm just stroking the pencil to create a little definition. And I'm going to go back in with a brown powder. So my eyebrow brush and my eyeliner brush are the same. So I got to clean it in between so that eyeliner won't get in her eyebrows. That'll kind of be tragic. A beautiful mistake, you never know. So with a dark brown, I'm going to go back over where we lined her underneath her eyebrow with a pencil. I'm going to go back over that line with a powder to add even more definition. Then I'm going to take a medium brown and fill the rest in. And remember, we're going to always start at the arch. After that, I'm going to take a mascara wand and blend everything in. I'm going to take a step back and see if I like them. Pretty cool, so what's in this? Yep. I'm going to set it in with clear mascara. I don't want her to party too hard and then she sweats them all off. I'm taking a little bronzer from Mayron. And y'all are probably saying to yourself, this girl really likes Mayron products. But I do like Mayron products, but I went to school for theater, so I learned how to do like stage makeup and things like that, and Mayron was the company that we used the most. So I'm very familiar with their products, and when I'm doing fun looks, I like to use their products, but their products could be very versatile. And like I said in one of the other videos, I'm just pretty much using what I had. You know, I didn't want to go out and buy a whole bunch of fancy makeup. Like, I want to show you that you can use what you have and still have a beautiful outcome. So with the bronzing gel, I'm going to just dab a little on my beauty blender. Oh, that's a lot. But if you ever have excess, you could dab it on tissue, or if you have a palette, you could just dab it on the extra on the palette. And I'm going to just go around the perimeter of her face and dab the bronzer in. Mom tells me I'm too heavy-handed, so every time I'm doing a client, it's like I have to check in with them and say, let me know if I'm hurting you. I think my mom's just sensitive. She has sensitive skin. I don't know. Everybody, they tell me I'm not skin. Maybe it's just her. So next we're gonna move on to the lips. And in this video, Beyonce had a very, very red lip. Like as red as you could get, she had that. So I'm gonna take a red lip liner, I'm gonna outline the line lips with the red lip liner, and then I'm gonna fill it in with a red lipstick, and then I'm gonna put a red lip gloss over it. And I think instead of going down like Dewan's Peak and creating like that definition that's like a heart, I'm going to cover it. And what that is going to do, if I cover it with the lip liner, that's going to give her the illusion of like a unilip or like a fuller top lip. So that's what I'm going to do today. So we haven't done that yet. You see how I just kind of went straight across, so it's like no dip. This red lipstick that I have is really red. It's called Red China. Just like a red cream lipstick. The key to putting red lipstick on with different skin tones is to find an undertone in your skin. So like people with a darker complexion like myself, I probably wouldn't wear the red that I'm putting on Dewan. I wear a red with more violets in it, with darker tones, because that's what go better with my complexion. I'm not saying that you can't pull off this red, but generally, like if you Google it or you read makeup books, they'll tell you like, you know, for darker complexions you want to stick with like more wine colors and things like that. But remember, again, no rules in makeup. So if you want to wear this bright red, then you can. But just be mindful of the undertone in the red when you're choosing it, if you want it to look really nice on you. So with my angle brush, I'm going to go ahead and fill Dewan's lip in. If you want your lipstick to last like all night, you can, instead of just lining the outside of your lip with a pencil, you can fill your entire lip in with a pencil, and then you can go over it with the lip color of your choice, and then blot it with like a piece of tissue paper, and then put powder over it. So you know how we put like the finishing powder under her eyes? You can take like a translucent powder and just dab it over your lips, and then reapply the lipstick one more time, and that'll help your lipstick to last longer. Let me take a step back and see. Okay. Let me just go back with the angle of this brush and kind of straighten out my lines. So next what I'm going to do is just go back and kind of clean around her lip. Because I made like my hand got a little wiggly, so it's not as crisp as I wanted. So if you go back around it with a foundation brush, you could kind of, you know, straighten out the lines. Okay. So that looks pretty good to me. The last thing I'm gonna do is go over it with a red lip gloss, just to make her lips look a little bit more juicy and voluptuous. I would just dab it in the center of her lips. I don't want her entire lip to look full. So wherever you want to add fullness to your lip is where you add your lip gloss. It's just a red lip gloss. One more thing I'm going to do to her eyes I didn't do. And I'm going to go in the corner of her eye with this shimmer pencil. And just right in the corner, I'm going to just put some shimmer in the corner of her eye. Just to add brightness to her eye. Open it up a little bit more. And I'm going to go under her eyebrow with it as well. The skin lost some of its contour, so just to blend everything in, I'm going to go back over it with the Beauty Blender, but I'm also going with a little bit more contour. Because it got lost in translation, which happens sometimes. So I'm going to take a dark foundation powder and I'm going to go under her cheeks with it with the fan brush. Earlier we contoured around her face, around the perimeter of her face and her nose. So I'm just going back and I'm adding that contour in because we kind of blended it all out. It doesn't have to be noticeable. I want it to be noticeable, but it doesn't have to be like very heavy, I guess I should say. I guess if we gave her a pair of glasses, maybe she'd look like a sexy librarian. That's the look we're going for. I'm going to add just a dab of color on her cheeks, and then we'll be done with the look in Partition. Like I said, Partition have a lot of fun looks, but this is just the one that we chose to do today on Dawn. Say cheese. Just go on her cheek and add a little bit more color. Cheese. I'm going to take a step back and look and see. I was looking. Give me some face. Alright, it's looking good. So that's how you achieve the look for, I call it the sexy librarian look in Partition. So now Dawn's going to go and get her hair done.
He told me, sweet lies, sweet loves. He told me, sweet lies, sweet loves.
So all we did for this look was bump Dawn's hair and we put a few feathery pieces in the front. Beyonce's hair, for this look she had a bob, her hair was longer in the front, so hers is a little different, but this is a variation of that hairstyle. And we just bumped it all the way around, created some feathers, and that's it. Boom.